Patch 6.08 job changes are fully released, and this is going to be a condensed summary video of the job changes that you can expect to see logging into the game now. A lot of these changes are amazing, and were very much needed to say the least. Some of them, or rather, the lack of some of the changes, however, are sorely felt. So first up is that the Paladin is getting significant buffs to their new ranged combo, so Blade of Faith, Truth, and Valor are all getting extremely high buffs. How you use them, you can expect to see these buffs reflected once every 60 seconds. Faith was buffed by 170, Truth by 150, and Valor by 160, adding up to a total of 480 potency. Now, Expansion is an off GCD ability, and I did probably say that wrong, my apologies, but this is an off GCD ability that they use every 30 seconds and is buffed by 40, so that means 80 more potency every minute. Adding all of this up together is going to be 560 more potency per minute, and this is going to likely bring the Paladin significantly closer in line with the other tanks for sure. Next up is that the Warrior's Tomahawk ability was buffed with 50 more potency per usage, allowing the Warrior to spam Tomahawk for more damage from afar when they're dodging mechanics and can't really stay glued to the target. Which I know is going to be rare, but you know what, sometimes savage mechanics do call for you to stay away for a little bit. Can't heal off everything on Warrior. Now, Monk's Phantom Rush ability got a potency buff by 150, likely just this touch more damage to bring it more in line with the Reaper, who is currently like neck and neck in a battle of like to end all battles with Monk and Reaper. So do I think that the Monk really needed all that much? No, but you know what, just to keep it in line. So now for the Dragoon. The Dragoon has had more potency buff changes, that is true, but more than just the potency buff changes, I want to focus on Dragon Sight. Dragon Sight has had its range extended to 30 yards to cast. That's a huge increase for anyone who isn't super familiar with Dragoon. Playing it myself, that was one of my biggest frustrations. But now, on top of that, it also doesn't have the range requirement to stay in range. And to say the least, that is more than just basic quality of life. That is fantastic, because I know a lot of Dragoons were even using Dragon Sight on a tank rather than a ranged DPS, just because the tank is actually going to likely stay in range of them and like not break the tether. And so this is definitely a big perk, way beyond numbers. Now, in terms of those numbers, the potency buffs to their basic rotations, Ride and Thrust, Heaven's Thrust, and Chaotic Spring will bring the Dragoon up a significant margin. And then their finisher, Stardiver, was also buffed by 120 potency. So to say the least, Dragoons sure being stepped up to reduce this gap. That's more than for darn sure. Next up is the Ninja, with significant potency buffs sprinkled throughout their basic combination abilities that they're going to be spamming a heck of a lot. And so these tiny little numbers are going to be expressed very, very much because they're using it so often. And then they are lastly capturing that off with a 100 potency boost to Hyosho Ranryu, just giving the ninja just a little bit more oomph that they need, just a little bit more oomph. Now the last melee DPS up on the list is Samurai, which has had their core abilities, the Hakaze, Jinpu, and Shifu, all buffed by 30 potency, and they will use these quite a bit, so a higher baseline rotational output for sure. And then they had their abilities Ogi Namakiri and Keishi Namakiri that has been boosted by 100 and 150 potency respectively, making those heavy hitting skills still hit really heavy, but just a little bit heavier. Maybe when we see the FF logs like compile all of the stats together, we're gonna see Samurai become the king again. These are definitely going to add up. Moving off of melee DPS, now we're looking at ranged DPS, and we are seeing some huge potency buffs here. But how to say it? I'm going to start with the good. So the Dancer has had buffs to Cascade, Fountain, Reverse Cascade, and Fountain Fall. All of those were buffed, and these are their major mainstay abilities that they are really going to be using a lot, especially in a single target engagement. All of these were buffed by 40 potency per, and so that's going to be a significantly larger spike of damage. Now Technical Finish also got a 120 potency buff, making that 2-minute cooldown's zesty spike all that much stronger. Overall, the Dancer has a lot more kick, a lot more shazams, and a lot more jeté. And a lot more from all these buffs. You're gonna see a lot more Dancer from now on. Now Machinist is next, and I'm actually gonna put my neck out there and say I'm gonna risk saying that it's not enough buffs to Drill, Air Anchor, and Chainsaw. Each saw a 20 potency increase. The problem is that these are all longer cooldowns, and so they aren't mainstay spammed abilities. Like right now, looking at these numbers, looking at the past numbers, I think either the Dancer will be exactly the same as Machinist, if not maybe even a little bit more, because Chainsaw is 60-second cooldown, Air Anchor is 40 seconds, and then Drill is 20 seconds. And I really do stand by what I said in my last video, and I'm not sure why I should pick Machinist over Bard and now the supercharged Dancer. It doesn't have the mobility abilities, especially not compared to the Dancer. It doesn't have 3 Tracer dashes in Avant. It doesn't bring the utility, like it doesn't have Curing Waltz. It doesn't have the ability to apply a barrier to allies, or to like say buff like a target and then do a big spread ad low. But I'm risking repeating that video, so I said my concerns in that video, and these small buffs in no way really ease that concern of mine. I'm still really worried about what the developers think I should be picking Machinist for. I just need an excuse, just anything at this point. Lastly, for magical DPS, we are looking at the Summoner getting buffs to Fountain and Fire from Phoenix and Astral Impulse from Bahamut, and then Ruby Right from Ifrit, which is definitely the longer cast one. But we aren't seeing like major potency buffs here, but not, how to say it? Considering that you do actually spam them every 60 seconds, I do want to say, like, while the number initially doesn't look that much, it will certainly add up over an engagement, because you're literally going into Bahamut or Phoenix and it's like spam, spam, spam. It's just really raising their sustained DPS up a bit. And more importantly, during the raid buff windows, because the 60-second raid buff windows, and so this is going to be a really good sustained improvement. Black Mage is our last job on this list and is getting pretty decent buffs to Fire 3 and 4 and Blizzard 3 and 4, as well as their big payoff, their Xenoglossy, is getting a significant 100 potency burst, which, boost, I mean burst. It is going to be a burst, that's for sure. But considering how Fire 4 scales with the Black Mage's fire scaling and just their mechanics of how it works and how often they spam Fire 4, yeah, this 10 potency boost is a little deceptive to say the least, and this is actually going to really add up. Shoving it significantly higher in the DPS category, combined all of these buffs together, absolutely 100%. I am very confident saying that. Now, is it going to be more than the Reaper, more than the Samurai, more than the Monk? Remains to be seen, but there's no doubt that this will be reflected very positively on the Black Mage. Now I want to kind of turn this video, because I should say we are done the job changes at this point, and now I want to pivot to talk about what is really worrying me, the big absence on this list. And there are a lot of other topics here that but I really want to focus on one of my particular concerns, which I think will resonate with a lot of people, because this is going to definitely be something where people wake up in a few hours. When I'm doing this literally at midnight right now, my time, there's going to be people that are waking up in like 7-8 hours who are going to wake up, pop this open and be like, what the hell? And that is White Mage. While White Mage, I agree, is a powerhouse of a healer capable of disgusting amounts of healing, just like Ast is. Let's not say that the Ast is bad, because both of them do it, just White Mage does it in a different way, and I find myself really click with White Mage. But there is no denying, absolutely no denying, without putting on that new event item, the Clown Hat, that the White Mage's MP economy is not only behind Astrologins, but it is so far behind that, to be fair, in a fair analysis, it's really concerning. And I'm not saying nerf Astro, that is absolutely not what I'm saying. I think that the Astro is doing just great. I think it's a lot of fun to play. I think that, you know what, it doesn't need nerfs. But what I am saying, and I know I'm not the only one reading these notes and asking what about White Mage, but unfortunately it does look like White Mage is going to certainly need to lean into more piety for the rest of this tier at the very least, which really sucks, because even before the tier dropped, I expressed concerns about White Mage's MP economy. And like, is it the end of the world unresolvable? No, but certainly is something that I would call concerning. How that really does it for this video. Let me know what you guys think about the changes. I mean, for me personally, Machinist needs way more than this. I don't think that this is anywhere close to enough. And then I'm really also worried about the White Mage. In fact, earlier today I made a video talking about what I want to see for the Sage, but I know that's not a numerical thing. That's hopefully something that we'll see in like 6.1. Really hoping the White Mage gets some love. But let me know what you think in the comments. Anyhow, take care everyone, have a great day.